What's going on, boys? My name is Chris Renfro. I'm a hockey goalie coach as well as a personal trainer based out of the one and only Cincinnati, Ohio. And today, guys, we're going to talk about something I'm very passionate about. It's a mistake that I've been making for years and years and years. No goalie coach, no coach that I've ever met has corrected it. And I think it's very important to correct this. It's something that I've done wrong for a long time, and hopefully you don't do this wrong, okay? And if you're getting scored on a lot on these like weird kind of dot angles, right? If our dots are around here, this might be why, okay? So first off, let's go ahead, let's define angle, okay? So what is angle? So anytime a coach says get angle, what they should mean, some coaches mess up the definition a bit, but angle should be center of net, okay? Center of net. And then something that is still important but not as important is square. And then square means, and we'll make this a little simple here. We'll just say, we'll say shoulders, chest, work our way down, hips, and feet. I have very sloppy handwriting if you can't tell. Shoulders, chest, hips, feet, all facing that puck right there. That is a puck I'm trying to draw. I'm not an artist. I'm a hockey goalie. Okay. And then, of course, something that is still important but not as important as square would be depth. So how far in you are and how far out you are. Hopefully you guys can see that, okay? All right, so moving on. Angles. This is the big one, and I think a lot of you guys might be making this mistake. Like I said, I know I have. So we're taught when we're growing up, and I've even taught goalies this, that to get angle to your net, you have to find your center, right? And how do we find our center? Well, we would locate this middle back bar, this bad boy right there, okay? And then we're shooting out, boom. Now that's fine on that center angle. That is correct. But think about this, really think about this. Do we want to get angle to the back of the net, or do we want to get angle between our posts? Right? Think of the crossbar here at the very top and our posts. This surface area right here is what we're actually getting angled to, right? So here's the issue. If you're getting centered and then you're moving out, right, you're getting centered to the back of the net. You need to make sure you're getting centered to the middle of that crossbar. Now that's a big one. I don't see many goalie coaches talk about this. And like I said, this is a mistake that I've made for years and years and years and years. That is a problem on the dot angle. Anytime we're like shifted over to that dot facing a shot. And here's another one as well that you guys, this is a mistake that, like I said, I've made on face-offs. Back to, I had to draw my ugly crease here. Okay, so again, this is our net. Okay, now when we're taking a face-off, there's a lot of different ways to take a face-off, but generally speaking, what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna get angled, square, and then maintain proper depth on that, okay? So if I have a dot right there, yeah, that's good enough. If I have a dot there and I have a dot here, right? And then these are really far apart, but our hashes, boom, boom, big crease, small dots, love it. Okay, so what a lot of goalies do is most creases are not this like half circle thing anymore. They're actually kind of like this, where they come out and then they're rounded at the top and then they come back in. A lot of goalies are in the habit of they'll come to the corner here thinking that this is going to be the center, right? So they're like, okay, no, wait, hold on. I need to find my center and then shoot out to this corner, and now I'm ready for the face-off. Well, if I draw a straight line here, look how far off you are. You're pretty freaking far off, right? If we're trying to be center to our middle crossbar, right, that's pretty big. That's a pretty big difference. Now, you could make the argument here if, like, let's say it gets played back, right? You're closer to this guy, boom, you could just shoot over. But generally, that's not what a lot of goalies are trying to do, right? They're trying to just get on angle. So instead, and you have to test this, this is completely dependent on your height and how big your legs are. Someone who's 6'5" might be able to come to the corner here. I have seen a lot of goalies, if they're 6'5", they'll even sit right back on that post, and they're still covering like this whole, that whole middle section of the net. They're on angle. But for a lot of us, we're probably gonna have to get lined up like right about here. So what I recommend is you go out with a mirror. A lot of you guys probably don't have mirrors hanging around. So you could do a mirror, you could do like your phone and just check your angle. Set your phone up right on the dot and then see where you would need to be for a face-off. Chances are you're probably gonna be like right around here. And the shorter you are, you'd be surprised further out you might be. Okay, so if you're bigger, I'd say I'm like right about there generally. But it's still a big enough difference that if you were to take a shot right off that face-off, you're cooked. You're going to be cooked. So be mindful. Your angles are everything. Hockey, goaltending is a game of angles. Hopefully that helps, boys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.